This Christmas, Durban-based food editor and culinary business owner, Chef Linda Mnikati, invited us over to his place to celebrate the season the best way he knows how, through food.
Actually, inspiration for cooking comes from my dad. I was his little sous chef, so he asked me to do that, to chop that, to put in that, and he was very clean. Hygiene was his first priority in the kitchen. That's where my inspiration, I just tapped into that. I started watching cooking programs, buying food magazines, and then I'll try those recipes from the back of the magazines. At home, the aroma was so inviting. Everyone, the neighbors will come and say, and feast. That was my inspiration. Christmas brings people together. Love language is food. And on the Christmas day, that's where proper food is cooked and everyone is back from wherever cities and they're back home and we're feasting on the table like family. Because during the year, we don't get such a time. People are working, they're away. But on Christmas Day, we all sit on the table and feast together.
Linda's precise nature once saw him consider accountancy. Now it makes him a master baker.
Today we are doing my favorite cake, cinnamon and blueberry infused cake. And then we're gonna make a blueberry frosting on top. So here I have dried ingredients, flour here, and then I have my cinnamon, I have my baking powder, I have my icing sugar, and then I have my eggs, milk, oil, sunflower oil. Guys, a cake, if you want to reach a very moist and delicious sponge, don't forget just a little bit of oil, 250 ml is enough, and then blueberries as well, and then I have my butter for mixing later. So we start by sifting all the dry ingredients. This cake is very easy to make as you just mix everything in a bowl. No need to whisk the eggs separately and sugar separately, no. Everything straight to the bowl. You can also add lemon zest if you want. Baking, you can be very creative with baking, but make sure that the measurements are correct. So now we are transferring our moist, tasty and aroma full, if there's something like that, to our baking tray. So I use my butter so that my cake doesn't stick and then it comes out perfectly. It's ready to go to the oven. Open your oven, 180 degrees Celsius preheated oven. Right in the center. After 15 minutes, you can open and put a skewer. If it's not clean, it's not ready. If it's clean, the cake is ready, but 20-minute max. So while it's cooling down, we have our cream cheese and batter here that we're gonna mix nicely. Make sure that you don't just throw in hard batter in your blender or mixer because you're gonna break. This is nice, perfect to be the spread on top of amazing cake. Everyone will be licking fingers like this. And then we take our frosting, we apply it right in the center of our cake, and then we take another piece, we put it on top of this one. This is our cake. The smell of this cake is amazing. If you have icing sugar to dust, you can do that to make it more fun and more fancy.
If your family is divided by those who like sweet or savory, then Chef has the perfect salad to bring them together.
Now we are making our delicious watermelon and feta salad. There's a lot of color in this salad. Remember, it's Christmas themed food. So we have red from the watermelon, we have white from the feta, and we have green from the salad greens. Remember, watermelon is sweet and feta cheese is salty, and imagine those flavors in your mouth out of this world. Oh, love it. Now this is everybody's favorite, whole roasted chicken with some vegetables, some whole grain mustard, some garlic and ginger, Portuguese chicken spice, some olive oil and lemon for flavor, rosemary for flavor, and a lot of butter. Butter makes your chicken more juicy and moist. Make sure and it gives it more flavor. Sprinkle my Portuguese chicken spice. You just sprinkle, then you add whole grain mustard. Don't forget your lemon. You zest it or you just cut it in half and then you squeeze it on top of your chicken. Preheated oven, 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes to 1 hour.
Linda's no-fuss approach speaks to the heart, and it's earned him a devoted family of television viewers.
Food is a perfect love language. It's like giving someone a rose unexpectedly. So when all my favorite people, my relatives and my family gathered around the table, especially in December, it's everything to me because we normally don't get time during the year. We're all busy. So when we are feasting on one table as a family, that's heaven on earth.
We often do this almost every year. During Easter, we gather, Linda cooks. Christmas time, we gather, Linda cooks.
My favorite thing was chicken, and it was tender, juicy. And the thing that I like when you put the sauce on top, my mouth was watering, something like, you know, when you're eating something like you so long, but Linda's chicken, it was like that.
Today, what stood out for me was the cake. It was so moist, so delicious. I really loved it, and I really enjoyed it. The blueberries, delicious. I wish I can just have another piece right now.
I'm so happy about the outcome of the food today because everyone seemed happy, especially the cake. There were a lot of compliments based on the cake. They said it's moist. The cream cheese frosting, they say it's smooth. When my people are happy, I am happy. My restaurant is coming out, guys. Be on the lookout. My cookbook only few guns or shots to my cookbook. Watch the space.
Whether it's via his recipes or his new eatery, here's to a year in which you too get to sit at Chef Linda's table.